If you're anything like me, you have been frothing at the mouth over all of the content that is coming out of Darkmoor over at Universal Orlando's Epic Universe. I cannot wait to get in there, but in the meantime, I've been very inspired by the classic Universal Monster films. I've been rewatching all of the original ones, and it's inspired quite a bit of jewelry and accessories over here at Broken Jaw Jewelry. In this video, we're going to take a look at what's new and some other pieces that I think would be perfect for styling an outfit to go to Darkmoor. Let's take a look. This first piece is called the Gothic Castle Charm Necklace, and this one really was inspired by the aesthetic of all of the original black and white Universal Monster films, and I have little charms and symbols on here to kind of represent each little monster. If you buy this, you can see if you can find them all. We have blackened brass bat charms, little lightning bolts, skeletons, keys, daggers. All of those are out of a lead-free and nickel-free zinc alloy. We have this enamel coffin charm. I have rats, bones, and all of these things. I have little crossbows. All of these things together are on a stainless steel Figaro chain. And then I also have this little detail on the extender that is just a little tombstone, and this hangs down your back when you wear it. And here's a look at what it looks like when it is on. It catches the light so nicely, and I love the contrast between the silver and the black as a little nod to the black and white films. This necklace is on an 18-inch chain, and then there is a 4-inch extender, so if you need a little extra room, it's there for you. I would wear this over like a grungy kind of washed or like dye effect, kind of vintage horror tee kind of vibe with bike shorts and like chunky sneakers. I feel like with this kind of like grungy sort of necklace, it's really cool to dress it down, but I could also see this with like a really sick kind of corseted dress in all black with combat boots. I'm really excited about this next item. This is my Bite Me Vampire Shoe Charm Kit. It comes with two 4-inch chains. One says bite and the other says me. And then they also come with two faceted glass blood droplet charms, and then one of these spiky little heart charms, and the other is a vampire fang tooth charm. These are super versatile. You can wear them on your shoes, you can add them to your jewelry, you can wear them in your hair. There's a ton of different ways to wear them, but I do really love this shoe charm trend that's happening, and I think this is a really cute way to wear them. I love that with something like this, you can still wear accessories and jewelry and express yourself in that way, even if anything like ears or neck kind of is overstimulating for you or uncomfortable. This is a great way to add a little extra something to your look without it having to be physically on your body. One of my other newest pieces is called the Gone Baddie layering necklace. This is a really dainty silver plated brass chain with these silver tone brass bat charms. And this sits at 15 inches with a 4-inch extender. It should sit pretty close to the base of your neck, so it's really designed to be able to be layered with longer necklaces, chunkier necklaces, whatever is kind of your preference. I think this is a really great staple piece if you want something really subtle and spooky, but still kind of dainty and elegant. I think this is a great one to add to your regular rotation. And here is how this one sits. Again, that silver kind of catches the light really nicely, and the bats are really, really lightweight. It genuinely feels like I'm not wearing anything at all. A little bit of background on this next piece. Growing up, Frankenstein's monster was always my monster. I was really afraid of things when I was little, but for some reason, because I watched the Munsters, Frankenstein's monster was always someone that I was like, oh, he's a nice monster. So that stuck with me to the point that even in like 3rd grade, I insisted on going to the class Halloween party as a woman Frankenstein's monster. Because I had never seen it before, so I thought it was very original. So I painted my face green and I wore like a purple vest. So I've always loved Frankenstein's monster. So last year when I did my rebrand, I went from Designs by Jesselyn to Broken Jaw Jewelry. I did a whole kind of like Frankenstein's Monster Reborn, It's Alive sort of theme to launch my rebrand. So this necklace holds some significance there as well. This is my It's Alive charm necklace, obviously as a nod to the original Frankenstein film. I have the lightning bolts there to represent that electricity. And then of course it says it's alive. This is another one that is 15 inches long with a 4-inch extender, and this is a gunmetal plated iron curb chain, and the charms are that lead-free and nickel-free zinc alloy. And here's what that one looks like. My camera is flipped, but it would read for anyone looking at it. And honestly, I feel like something like this, like a graphic tee with some kind of like black little overlay, would be a really cute way to style this. The last but not least, we have another shoe charm set. This is the Gothic Romance shoe charm kit. This comes with two 4-inch chains. They're both in that gunmetal plated iron curb chain with stainless steel clasps. One has this gothic looking cross and the other has a realistic looking bird skull. And then you also get a dagger charm in that zinc alloy, an anatomical heart, a coffin charm, and then also this little bow. Together I was going for kind of that like gothic romantic feel. I think that's such a good look. So fun to style with. This would be so pretty with like a really long sleeve lace dress that has like all of the drama, maybe some corset details. I'm dying to see someone wear this. And if you are someone who is going to be at Darkmoor in Epic Universe, I want to highlight a couple of additional pieces that have been on the site. I've been restocking that I think you should see and I think you might enjoy. I do have a necklace inspired by the Bride of Frankenstein and her story. I've got anatomical hearts. I have a couple different shapes of hearts. Some have barbed wire and some have chains. I also have little beakers for that kind of like her being created for Frankenstein's monster, the little experiment. Lightning bolts for that electricity. And this one is super fun to layer with because it's so chunky and you can have a lot of different styling opportunities here. I know if you are a fan of the Haunt Girls, Nikki just wore this and had the cutest outfit. I'll put like a little clip here. So cute. And of course, one of my best-selling pieces is the necklace inspired by Dracula. I have this little screaming upside-down bat in the center, those enamel-coated coffin charms. I have these gorgeous little gothic connectors with the black and brass bats, and all of this that just frames your neck in such a nice way. It sits beautifully. This is a fan favorite for sure. All of this jewelry and so much more can be found on brokenjawjewelry.com. If you sign up for emails, you do get 20% off your first order, and I am updating and adding new pieces all the time. And as always, if you're interested in hearing more about the spooky jewelry that I create, horror movies, haunts, and all things scary, be sure to subscribe and like this video to let YouTube know that you enjoy. My channel is still super new. I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do, but I appreciate all of the love and all of the support. Thank you so much for watching, and stay spooky.